So my name is Sandeep, I also go by Sandy. Born and raised in Southern California.
My name is Leila. I'm an attorney and I was born and raised in North Carolina.
My name is Abdurzak. I was born in Ethiopia. I came to the United States as an immigrant, a refugee.
My name is Azza Abusef and I was actually born in Sudan. We fled there for political persecution.
I am ATHENA SALMAN. I grew up in Northeast Phoenix. I'm an Arizona native and I'm one of the state legislators.
During our paramedic training, we started a segment on large-scale incidents or incidents involving terrorism or criminal acts. We were being trained by a police officer, and before we even started the chapter, he looks at me and he says, in front of a whole entire classroom, can you lift up your shirt so we can make sure you're not wearing an explosive vest? He said it as a joke. I definitely didn't laugh, and nobody else did in the class either.
As a child, when I was riding on the school bus with my sisters, an older student pushed me down, pulled off my hijab, and just got off the bus. It was pretty jarring then, and it's still upsetting when I think about it now.
My older brother, during September 11th, was in high school. For him, it was bullying by his peers. He had to endure, and we're talking about racial slurs, being spit on, being shoved. He has pretty intense memories of the aftermath of September 11th.
I think being a refugee, first I had to learn English, and so I would get made fun of for that, just not knowing how to speak English. And then you start to learn what people are saying, and then, they're saying like, you're an African booty scratcher, all these like different racial terms. You start to realize you're different. I think that's when you start to realize, you're the other.
It creates this worry inside of me. I know I can handle it, but I can't watch someone else go through that.
I felt this intense frustration, knowing that there is something clearly wrong with the situation, and knowing that there's a group of people around me that didn't say a word.
And I had so many friends fall into the groupthink. If you get enough people on a drumbeat to dehumanize you or the group, in this case my ethnicity that I belong to, enough people will justify unjustifiable things.
It's an overwhelming feeling of isolation. How could you do that to somebody that's your own peer? Especially as a kid, when you want to see the best in other people, it's really disheartening. When you realize that it's because they think that you're different, that's where the isolation comes in.
I've been told to go back to my country, even though I'm born and raised in California. My family has been, harassed.
I have the fortune and the privilege with working with a lot of people with Middle Eastern backgrounds in the local Muslim community, in the refugee community, and it's tragic. Everyone has a story. Someone who's either said something inappropriate or horrific to them to actually trying to cause physical harm.